Hi everyone. This video is going to be about measures of central tendency. Now don't let that scare you. Many of you have probably heard about mean, median, mode, and range, but maybe you've forgotten the terms for it. But mean, median, and mode are called measures of central tendency because they describe the center of a data set, and there's a list of vocabulary that would be good for you to learn. So the arithmetic mean, the mean, or the average, they could call it any of those things, but all you do to find the mean is you add all the numbers in the data set, and then you count all the numbers in the data set, and then you divide it by how many there are. So here's a practice. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't do it for you. So if I was to do 90 plus 120 plus 48 plus 55 plus 37, that gives me 350. And then I go back and I count how many numbers did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 numbers. So now I would do 350 divided by 5, and that would give me 70. So the mean for the weekly grocery bills is $70. All right, so this one right here will trip people up. It says a website had 12,000 hits on its first day and 16,000 on the second day. How many hits must it have on the third day to average 20,000 hits a day for 3 days? Well, this is kind of asking you to work backwards, but luckily you have multiple choice answers here. So honestly, what I do for problems like these is I will add 12,000 plus 16,000, and then I'll pick an answer choice and then divide it by 3. And whichever one will give me 20,000 is the correct answer. So if I do 12,000 plus 16,000 plus, I'll try letter B, 24,000, it gives me 52,000. If I divide that by 3, nope, that does not give me 20,000. It gives me a little over 17,000. So since I know it's not B, I'll try letter D. So 12,000 plus 16,000 plus 32,000, and then I'll divide that by 3, and that gave me 20,000. So the answer to this one is letter D. So just to back up, just remember that all you do to find the mean is add up the numbers and divide by how many there are. That's all you do. All right, the median. The median is the middle value when you put them in order from least to greatest. And then you find the middle number, and that's all there is to finding the median. So, yeah, it doesn't do it on there. But here's an example. So the first thing you would do is you would rewrite the numbers to put them in order. So I'm going to start with 23,000, or 23, not thousand, 23, and then I've got 32, and then I have 49, and then I have 56, and then I have 61, and then I have 70, and then 75, and then 90, and then 101. Now something important to do is I'm going to count how many numbers I have on the screen and how many I have on my paper that I've put in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now I'm going to count on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I have all of the numbers. So I'm going to start on the outside and work my way in to find the middle number. And the middle number for this data set is 61. So 61 is my median or my middle number after I put them in order from least to greatest. Now, sometimes there will be two middle numbers in the data set. When this happens, you have to find the average of the two middle numbers. And then the little hint says, add the two numbers and then divide by 2. So right here, and I'm sure it doesn't do it for us, so I'll do it out loud. So I've got 20, I'm putting them in order from least to greatest, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And I make sure I have all the numbers. I do. So if I start on the outside and I work in, I notice numbers 22 and 23 are my two middle numbers. So I would add those up, 22 plus 23, and then I would divide it by 2, and that gives me 22.5. And that would be the median of this data set. Okay, this one's easy. The mode. I remember this one, MO and mode, MO and most. So the mode in a set of data is the value that occurs the most frequently or most often in the set. Oops. Oh no, it's good. All right, so if you look at this one, if I look, and sometimes it's easier if you do put them in order from least to greatest. But if I look here, I've got 2 20s and I have 2 22s. So I have 2 modes for this data set. No, I have 2 modes for this data set. There is such thing as no mode if there are no reoccurring numbers. There is such thing as having more than one mode. Like in this example, both 20 and 22 are our 2 modes for this. Now, if I had another 22, like a third one, then my mode would be just 22 instead of having 2 different ones. Okay. Now the range is pretty easy. The range is the biggest number minus the smallest number. So in this data set, the biggest number is 40, the smallest number is 15. So you see at the bottom, 40 minus 15 equals 25. So right here, which data set has the largest range? So you would go through here and say, all right, well, 55 minus 25. This one would be 80 minus 10. This one would be 100 minus 1. And this would be 100 minus 2. And I'll go ahead and tell you that answer choice C is correct, because 100 minus 1 is going to give me 99. And that would be the largest range out of all of those. All right, that's the end of my show. I hope you all learned something out of it. Let me know if you have any questions at all.